morning and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, October 16th, 2012. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, we'll have more from the meningitis outbreak in the state. Several southern Middle Tennessee post offices will be scaling back their operating hours. Tennessee will defer management of health benefits under the Affordable Health Care Act to the federal government, and we'll take you on to the annual chili cook-off in Manchester. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Do you have jewelry that you'll never wear? How about a broken piece that's stashed deep into your jewelry box? Don't let your unused gold jewelry gather dust. Get the most out of its value today. Bring it in to Woodard's Diamond Showroom for cash or store credit. Walk away with the cash or put your credit towards a beautiful piece of jewelry you will actually wear. If you need a repair, we'll have it looking like new in no time at Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
It is said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and the Eye Care Center wants to make your eyes the best windows possible. The professionals at the Eye Care Center have been offering comprehensive eye care for over 30 years. From eye examinations to eye surgery, from children to seniors, we have the services you need. We pride ourselves on taking the time to fully understand our patients' wants and needs. Each patient is a unique situation and deserves our full attention and the latest treatment options. So call or stop by one of our 4 convenient locations and start seeing better today.
I'm here live on the scene at Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with General Manager Trey McNabb. Trey, we just came from the Stan McNabb Chevrolet store where we covered an explosion.
You know I won't let my little brother give a better deal than I will. The 2012 model year end blowout sale is going on now. All 2012 models must go. No payments for 90 days. Over 100 vehicles in stock. 0% financing available. And remember, if anyone can, Trey can.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Department of Health said yesterday that it is aware of a total of 53 patients with meningitis, epidural abscess, or posterior stroke associated with epidural steroid injections provided at these 3 facilities in the state. Those facilities are PCA Pain Center in Oak Ridge, St. Thomas Outpatient Neurosurgery Center in Nashville, and the Specialty Surgery Center in Crossville. The number of confirmed deaths in the situation remains at 6. Individuals who have had an epidural steroid injection at one of these facilities provided between July 1st and September 28th, 2012 should contact their health care provider for an assessment. Tennesseans wanting to ask questions about the outbreak may contact the Tennessee Poison Center at 1-800-222-1222. The Federal Drug Administration also announced yesterday that as a result of the ongoing investigation of the New England Compounding Center, the facility which produced the tainted drugs, they have identified 2 additional drugs manufactured at the facility which are suspected to have caused infections in other patients outside of Tennessee. On October 4th, the FDA advised providers to not use any NECC products, and on October 6th, the New England Compounding Center announced a recall of all its products. As of yesterday, the meningitis outbreak has now sickened 214 people in 15 states. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in Atlanta says that so far 15 people nationwide have died from meningitis acquired from 3 lots of steroid shots used to treat back pain.
Dozens of rural and smaller post offices across southern Middle Tennessee will scale back operating hours over the next 2 years. The United States Postal Service says the measure nationwide is expected to save an estimated $500 million annually. In Coffee County, the Hillsborough Post Office will have operating time reduced to 6 hours from 8. Franklin County locations at Huntland and Deckard will have their hours reduced to 6 hours, while offices at Belvedere and Callan will be reduced to 4 hours. Grundy County offices in Altamont, Colmont, Grutley Lager, and Palmer will open for only 6 hours daily when the transition is complete. Beersheba Springs and Pelham locations will be scaled back to 4 hours of operation. The post office lost $8.5 billion in the last fiscal year and is projected to lose an estimated $15 billion this year.
Tennessee will hand over management of basic health insurance benefits to the federal government. Under the Affordable Care Act, health insurance exchanges will be set up beginning in 2014. The exchanges will offer a selection of basic plans for individuals and small businesses, covering hundreds of thousands of Tennesseans. Governor Bill Haslam says he won't exercise the option of a state-managed exchange. Most Republican governors have joined a few Democrats in refusing to install state-managed plans by the deadline. That leaves the federal government in charge. Haslam also hasn't decided on another provision of the law that would extend Medicaid coverage to as many as 300,000 low-income Tennesseans. He says he's afraid Washington might not fully fund the expansion, causing the state to pick up the difference. We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
I'm Judd Matheny, approving this message as your Tennessee State Representative for the 47th District. When some of you think of me as State Representative, you picture me in a coat and tie at the historic and beautiful state capitol. Nashville's a scenic city. From the Parthenon to the Ryman, it's easy to lose focus. I want you to know that when I serve there, all I can think about is improving your quality of life and protecting your rights here. Nashville's beautiful, but it has nothing on the citizens of the 47th District.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Hello, this is J.D. Oliver from the Smokehouse on Mount Eagle Mountain. Me and my sisters Nancy and Betsy would like to thank you all for your continued support. This year we're celebrating our 50-year anniversary at the Smokehouse. In conjunction with our 50-year celebration, we are bringing Music on the Mountain every Saturday night, 7 p.m. till 10 p.m., featuring the best of Nashville. We have had some wonderful singers, hit songwriters, and Nashville's rising stars have taken the stage. Come out this Saturday night and every Saturday night through the end of the year. Make it a date night or bring the whole family. Help us celebrate 50 years in the community. Music on the Mountain is free every Saturday night at Jim Oliver's Smokehouse.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer. I'd like to invite everybody out to the Smokehouse every Saturday night for great music and awesome food.
Thank you very much, y'all.
Welcome back. The Manchester Fire Department held their third annual chili cook-off on Saturday. Jim stopped by and spoke with Fire Chief Charlie Taylor. Let's watch.
Speaking with Charlie Taylor, who is the fire chief, and apparently there's a lot of good people and a lot of good food happening here today. Tell us what's going on.
This is the third annual Manchester Fire and Rescue Chili Cook-Off, and it's been a big day. It's been a big day. The weather's perfect, and been a lot of people on the square.
Now the way this works, I think, is you bring people in. They've all probably got their own special recipe for chili, and you guys are going to determine who does the best job.
Well, actually, the way it works is to be in this event is a $25 donation to the charity, which this year happens to be the Coffee County Children's Advocacy Center. So we think, the money spent locally and it's spent for kids, that's a win-win situation. And all these teams, we have 23 teams this year. They all make chili, and we have 3 judges that will sample all 23 chilies and come up with one big winner.
Okay, now I'm a little bit concerned because I met a couple of them about your judges here today. Tell us who your judges are.
Well, actually, first let me say sponsors this. There are 3 $500 first prizes. Markham's Pharmacy, United Regional Medical Center, First Call out of Nashville, and we also had a private donation. I do not know who it is. It was made in the memory of the late Assistant Chief Rod Ballard. But my judges, Joe McCamey from Markham's Pharmacy is a judge, and then we stretched out there and Deputy Chief Tim Stubblefield from Tullahoma Fire Department and Coffee County EMA Director Alan Lindley. So you're right. Some people might have something to fear a little bit there.
Well, there's one thing for sure. I know your two judges from Tullahoma. You can tell by looking at them they like to eat, and so they probably know a thing or two about chili.
Well, that their appearance and me knowing a little bit about them, I figured they might be connoisseurs a little bit, So, but they'll do a good job, I believe.
You probably being with the fire department, you guys probably know a lot about chili, so you got to know. It might be intimidating to some people because you really got to work hard to measure up to be in this event.
Oh yeah, yes you do. We do not enter a team because I've always thought that it would be bad if we won our own event, and you know how Firehouse Chili is, so we always refrain from entering.
Do you have a goal of what you hope to raise here today, Charlie?
No, we've never set a goal. Last year we raised about $4,000, and it actually went to our Firefighters Association because we spend the money locally. It's been a big day, and I know that we provided each team with 250 cups, and I've already come back and give them 250 more. If we could sell 500 cups, that means we sold 500 spoons, and that's a good deal for the Advocacy Center.
It is, and that's a great charity that you're donating the money to. How did you come to choose that charity?
Well, we just sat and thought of all the local things we could do, and they came to the top. I mean, there was not a real process, but we think that, like I said, if the money's spent locally and we're helping kids, and that's win-win.
Okay, and I think it's a great event. Everybody I see is walking around here with a smile on their face, including you. Well, so that must mean it's a great success here today, Charlie.
It has been thus far, and hey, we still got 2 hours and 10 minutes to go, but unfortunately we have several teams that are running out of chili, which is a good thing. That means we sold a lot of spoons.
Absolutely. Charlie, congratulations on a great event, really. We wish you the best with it. It looks like it's going to be a great success.
Oh, I hope it is, and I thank y'all for being here. I thank everybody that came out, and get ready for the 4th annual next year.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Tullahoma City Schools are currently out of school for fall break. That means that some students are getting to learn some things that aren't in the textbook, as John Gray found when he found out when he visited some kids enjoying their intercession activities.
Oh, are y'all having fun today? Yeah, what are you doing? Tell us what you're doing, Annie.
We are, this is an intercession from the Tullahoma City Schools, and we're taking turns. We have different groups that have come through, and we're all making one great big painting that we're going to donate to somewhere.
Isn't that wonderful? And this is at the Fine Arts Center in Tullahoma. And where are these young people from?
All of the elementary schools in Tullahoma.
Wonderful. Yeah. And what about this lovely lady right over here?
That's Miss Gina Lampkin. She's in charge of this whole shebang.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Miss Amy. We appreciate her letting us come. It was great.
Good job, baby. Okay, that's good.
So the first one, a vegetable that rhymes with cucumber. Cucumbers. Cucumbers. In this room are some cucumbers.
Where? Right there, right there.
No, those are onions. Now, these cucumbers have been sliced. They're being used as beauty products. Does anybody see them now?
Oh.
No. Very good. Look at this funny bunny. I know. This bunny's having a spa day. Isn't that pretty cool? The world is all right. There you go. That's a glittery looking road, isn't it? Pretty cool. Rainbow mushroom.
We are so pleased to welcome children who are participating in the City Schools intercession. This is a time of enrichment, a time when children can come and visit the Civic Center, visit the Art Center, and learn more about it. Today the children have visited the Mitchell Museum, and we provided a scavenger hunt hosted by Mary Ann Allen. And we had about 50 people, 50 children and their teachers to come and tour the museum and look at it maybe with different eyes. A lot of the children have been here for plays, and today we asked them to come and really seek out certain items, and we talked about those things. And then we had a tour through the auditorium. We talked about the different parts of the auditorium, the stage, and how important it is for them to come and perform or attend performances. And the theater belongs to them, and it's our future to have them come and be part of it. And last but definitely not least, we invited the children to tour this wonderful cabin that was given by the Bustle family. We believe it's one of the oldest structures in Tullahoma, and it was reconstructed here after being found in a home that was being torn down, and the Bustles brought it here, and we're just so grateful. The children were just fascinated to know they couldn't play their computer games in here because there's no electricity, and for a moment they were stumped when I said, "Hey, where do you take a bath in this place?" So it was a lot of fun, and we appreciate the opportunity to share the Civic Center, its history, and its future with the children of Tullahoma City Schools.
Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment.
Our office used to look like this, but now with My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right?
My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want. At our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need. Welcome to Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. Expect quality service in a friendly environment that features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas, freshly made guacamole, and Mexican rice, all made from scratch using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy a meal at Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico.
Welcome back. The 6th annual Manchester-Tullahoma Chamber of Commerce Mixer was held last Thursday at George Dickel Distillery. John Gray brings us this story.
I'm just going to show all these cars and people coming in to the joint Chamber of Commerce. That's the Manchester area and Tullahoma area Chamber of Commerce, bringing about a after-hours party at George Dickel Distillery. This crew right here, there's mayors and presidents and scallywags and good-looking folks.
I'll get out of the way.
Right here at the after hours. Looky here, looky here. Isn't that a beautiful crew? There's the old man's corner with one pretty woman. Look at that crew right there. Isn't that great? This is a room full here at the Joint Chamber of Commerce meetings at George Dickel. And Manchester is hosting this along with Tullahoma. And Bill Nichols, president of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, is getting ready to address the aggregation.
Welcome, everybody. We think this is the 6th annual mixture between Tullahoma and Manchester Chambers of Commerce. I don't think Mike Niederhauser's here yet, but he gets credit for having started this thing 6 years ago, whatever. We're just going to go ahead and give it to him because, you know, if he thinks he did it, he did it. And but I think it's a great event, and is as competitive as we all are on things. Like, I want to get everything in Manchester, and I don't want Tullahoma to have anything, right? And the same thing vice versa. But if neither one of us are getting it, then by gosh, we're both working for each other to get it somewhere. Is that right? And I think that's the come of this thing. We're all trying to get what we can get, but we all want it for each other too. And we have I mean, my business partners are Lester Green and McCord in Tullahoma. They're the best partners anybody could ever ask for. You have, you know, I mentioned Mike. Mike's got business everywhere. I see everybody's got business everywhere. There's not a, except for we're two different clubs. In reality, there's just one. We're just all working together all the time and stuff. We believe in shopping local. You know, it's not a trite axiom when we say it. We really mean it. And so also we need to thank American City Bank is our title sponsor. They, you know, a bronze sponsor is Ascend Federal Credit Union. How you doing? Saw you last week. And then we need to thank George Dickel. Logan's Roadhouse provided the food for us over here. And Mid-South Distributing has helped us out a lot this evening too. Thank you all very much. Thank you all for coming. It's a great event. Thanks for supporting it. I know we all support each other every day in a myriad of ways. 603!
This is the giving out. They're winning door prizes here. And this is a great crowd from Tullahoma and Manchester at George Dickel. Look at there, there's Susan. 683. My Marilyn Monroe, right there she is.
And don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include representatives from local handicapped children's therapy organization, Horseplay, who are planning a fundraiser. Tullahoma photographer Barrett Hedges is in town for a while and stopped by to tell us about his work. And Mrs. Wiseman from First United Methodist Church in Tullahoma is helping bring a program to local seniors. All that and more on this week's Living. We'll be right back in just a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Being a representative, at least for me, is about building relationships. I consider each person that I meet in Nashville as an opportunity to make life better for the citizens of this district. 10 years ago, I was a freshman representative. Today, I'm Speaker Pro Tem of the Tennessee House of Representatives. That's a decade of connections that have brought jobs and prosperity to this district. Who you know is vital. Who you represent, that's what it's all about. I'm Judd Matheny, and I approve this message.
Welcome back. Thanks to a recent proclamation by Mayor Lane Curley, October 2012 has been declared Partners for Healing Month in Tullahoma. In conjunction with the specially designated month and in an effort to raise awareness of the Medical Services Organization, the Development Committee of Partners for Healing has launched a Have a Heart Partners campaign. Several local businesses, including U.S. Bank, Southern Community Bank, and Citizens Tri-County Bank, have graciously agreed to sell Hearts for Partners for at least $1 or more and display their hearts in their main customer areas. The campaign will run through the month of October, and Partners hopes to raise funds to help with operating expenses and to make the organization's logo more recognizable within the community. Mike Green, Vice President of the Board of Partners, who received the mayor's proclamation on behalf of the organization, said, quote, "As we start our 11th year, we remember the work of Reverend Bill Starnes and Fran Markham in starting Partners for Healing. We have great support in Tullahoma and are serving a large base with paid and volunteer staff," end quote. In 2011, Partners for Healing served 554 individual patients and had 520 diabetic management visits, provided 140 ultrasounds, had 2,274 patient practitioner visits, with a total of 4,447 office contacts made. Partners for Healing serves Franklin County, Moore County, and Coffee County, and they have recently opened an office in Manchester. We'll be right back with your weather forecast after these messages.
Are you looking for a new car dealer that offers no games, no gimmicks, no hassles? Then look no further than Russell Barnett Kia. Keith Barnett here today with my nephew Clay to tell you about the all-new 2012 Kia Optima. Yours today for $21,995 after rebates and incentives. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. No games, no gimmicks, no hassles. My question is, tell them, Clay.
Why buy anywhere else?
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
You'll never guess what happened today.
What?
You want to see? They found a giant squid in New Zealand, bigger than this whole bedroom. Bigger than Mommy's minivan. Pounds. Isn't that amazing? And its eyeball, big as a basketball.
Let it all in with Charter Internet and get the fastest, most reliable internet speeds.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1950 at 85 degrees. The record low on this day was in 1987 at 29 degrees. The average high on this day is 71 and the average low is 47. For tonight, look for some clouds in the sky with a low of around 50 degrees. Mostly sunny weather in the forecast for Thursday, or rather for Wednesday, with a high of 75 and a low of 55. Some clouds expected in the morning hours of Thursday with a high of 67 and a low of 44.
Jim, I want to congratulate the Tullahoma Wildcats and the Coffee County Red Raiders over this past weekend. Big winners. We'll have those stories on Thursday. Also find them on our website, tsinews.com. But Coffee County wins 42-19 at Cumberland County. Tullahoma big winners over Shelbyville 28-0. Both have big games coming up this weekend.
That's right, and that win over Shelbyville probably gives Tullahoma an excellent chance to have a home game in the playoffs.
Yep.
They're probably definitely in the playoffs now with 2 games.
Driver's seat position.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great night.